Hi everyone. Just like snap a picture of that real quick. Okay. Hi everybody. So Briestarots, I'm back. I'm doing a lot of like divine masculine, divine feminine, soulmate, twin flame type of readings. Whenever I did my general readings, stuff like this always came up, so I decided to just, you know, join the bandwagon and just do a lot of like soulmate, twin flame, divine readings, because literally they come up anyway. So this reading will be, who is my soulmate? Okay, so however the cards came out, or just how they came out, but basically I was kind of just asking like, who is their soulmate for each pile. We're gonna look for some maybe character traits, we're gonna look for zodiac signs, we're gonna look for like if it's a karmic, if it's a twin flame, if it's a soulmate, like higher level soulmate. Is it meant to be platonic? Is it meant to be like a, you know, marriage? Like how will the connection go essentially? And then obviously with the Romance Angel Oracle deck, we'll look into that too, okay? So we have pile number 1, 2, and 3, Tiger's Eye, Evil Eye, and Chakra Bracelet, okay? So you can pause it if you want to. Timestamps will be below as usual. And as well as information for a personal reading, please comment how this reading resonates with you. I love reading your comments. It lets me know how well I'm doing, tapping into my intuition, so please do let me know. But yeah, let's get started, okay? So, like, who is your soulmate? Let's get this out of the way. Okay, so for pile number 1, with the Tiger's Eye bracelet, we're using the Vice Versa Tarot, Shadowscape Tarot, and Romance Angel Oracle deck. So who is pile number 1 soulmate? So we have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the 2 of Wands, okay, King of Swords in the reverse, 5 of Swords in the reverse, 2 of Swords in the reverse, and the Sun card, okay, Chemistry, this was upside down, Passion in the reverse, and Love Yourself First in the reverse. Oof. All right, let's unpack this quickly, or not quickly. I'll obviously go into it, but so for pile number 4 or pile number 1, oh my God, some of you could be seeing the number 4, but I kind of read that by accident. So for pile number 1. The first card being overall energy is the 4 of Pentacles. So let's see. This person could be very about their money. They want to, I feel like they're a planner. They want to kind of establish themselves and be like successful, wealthy. They're probably a really hard worker. They're probably always focused on work. So if you know this person already, or when you meet this person, I feel like maybe at first they might be a little distant from you because they're going to be focusing a lot on just making money for themselves, okay? Like they really long for this like kind of like a wealthy lifestyle. Like they really want this for themselves, okay? I think these are all of the alchemical symbols for like, I don't know which one it is specifically, but it's the earth element, the air, fire, water elements. So as far as signs, it could literally be anything right now. We have swords, we have pentacles, we have cups, we have fire. But also with the Sun card, it could be Leo. It could be Leo. Or Leo rising, because like your ascendant sign is like your ruling planet, so their ruling planet could be the Sun, and that's Leo rising, okay? Obviously that's just for some of you, but let's just look at this though. Like gray hair. Some, they could be a little older than you, like a little older, because I just see this gray hair right here, and I'm not sure for this person if that's a hat or just gray hair, but this person obviously has gray hair. They could have a beard, but this is the other side of the card, so let's see. Well, because, like, okay, if you had this side of the card, I would feel like this person's already established and they're kind of like, they want to hold on, like how, like, you know, the rich stay rich, like they want to hold on to the wealth, they don't want to share. But on this side, I just feel like they just long for it, like they long for a wealthy lifestyle. I feel like they don't really have it yet, so I would say they're kind of young, like they're still kind of young, probably just starting off a career and everything. Like, they're not established yet. This is only the Four of Pentacles, you know, so like they're like a young adult right now. You're probably like, I'm getting quarter, so like you're probably like around 25 years old, you know, like around that age, in your 20s, or like they could be in their 20s. But yeah, just not fully established yet. So like some of you could be like, you know, college age, just left that. But yeah, you're young adults still finding yourselves, finding your careers and everything. Because I do feel like this person's older than you, so they're probably already like working right now. And yeah, they're just trying to make some money. So I feel like when you first meet them, if you haven't met them already, that they'll just be very about work-life stuff. But I do feel like this is a connection that I feel like you probably have always wanted, always wished for, always manifested. Like, I feel like you kind of called this person in with that like little conch shell right there. Okay, because the Nine of Cups is like wish fulfillment. So even if in the beginning they kind of are standoffish, I feel like it will be a very successful outcome with the two of you. Okay. Because just all the cups are there. So let's see. There are 9 cups, not 10 cups. So I do feel like this will be a significant relationship, though. You know? Like, I feel like... yeah, I feel like this will be like a pretty significant relationship. It will be like a long-term relationship. You're kind of both like on this throne. Like, this could be your energy, because usually like the Querent is like the 3rd card, so you could be like the queen in there. Like this person kind of looks like a king, you know. So like I feel like they just want to be the one to kind of support you and everything. I feel like it'll be a really long time though before you guys fully, completely get together. Like, you know, because again, they are working really hard. I feel like they don't want to really do anything until they really had all their money. Like, they're like a planner type of person, so it might be a little confusing in the beginning, because it's like 9 cups, not 10 cups. So yeah, I just feel like for a while, it might take a while before you guys, like, you know, get married, but, you know, but there could be marriage involved with this person. It's just a really significant type of soulmate connection. But yeah, they're just a really hard worker. One of you could have water in your chart somewhere. But yeah, this is someone that you kind of manifested. Like, I feel like you probably like that they're a hard worker. Like, you want someone, like, you want like a stable type of connection. But I feel like at times they could be like a little too focused on making money and not really focusing on what they should be, you know, paying attention to. But let's see. This Queen of Wands. This talks about like desire. This queen just is like very content, you know. They can be very content on their own. I feel like for a lot of you, like, you're very independent people, and you've either barely been in that many relationships and then you just kind of meet the one, or you've never been in a relationship when you meet this person, you know. They might be kind of like wanting to impress you with the Two of Wands. Like, they're just like a planner, okay? I'm kind of getting you probably already met this person, because I'm just kind of like looking at this card and I'm like, okay, well, what comes before the, you know, the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is like, you know, like just see you, just, you know, the attraction just started and ready to take action. And then this card is kind of like, okay, cool, I'm now ready to do something. So you probably like recently met this person or met them within the past like couple years or something, but like it's still a pretty new kind of connection. But I feel like for most of you, you already know who this person is, and it kind of kicked them into gear a little bit, and they really are like trying to plan like something with you. Like even if they haven't told you this, you know, if you're not even together yet, I just feel like they just want to impress you. So they're probably like, let me get all of my things together, let me work harder to make money, you know, and do all this just so that I can come correct and like impress this person. Like I don't want to be empty-handed for this person. I want to have everything for them and, you know, like support them and everything. Okay, there's well, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of chemistry when you first meet. Like I feel like when you first meet or first met, you really do feel this like kind of like balance. Like I feel like you really feel like you belong with each other. Okay, I feel like someone is pretty open vocally in this connection, because this blue is like the throat chakra right here, and then the red is like the root chakra. So I feel like this could be your energy and their energy, but like, you know, one person is very grounded and you might keep the other person grounded, and the other person, like, I feel like they're very charismatic and they know how to talk. Like they have like a way of words with them, and like they just know how to kind of woo you, you know. I keep saying the word woo, it's a really weird word, but yeah, how to woo you. All right, just a second, I'm gonna turn this fan off because I don't want it to be like too loud. Yeah, like I'm hoping that's not too loud because I want you guys to be able to hear me. I mean, I'm like right up on the microphone though, but whatever. So, with the Love Yourself First card in the reverse and the Passion card in the reverse, with the Chemistry card, I feel like because this card is in the reverse, I feel like you already do have this self-love with you. You know, I feel like you're both very confident. Like it's not really like a worry about confidence at all. Like, yeah, I feel like maybe in the past you had like, you know, self-esteem issues, insecurity stuff, but I feel like by the time you met this person, you were very content in your own power, like a very confident person. Okay, and the Passion card, so allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I feel like the passion itself hasn't fully been reached yet. Like I don't think you've like, you know, I don't think you've slept with this person. I just think it's more like you're probably right now on more like of a talking basis, you know, like a friend basis. But there is like an attraction there, but it's kind of like, it's like, yeah, you're attracted to each other because you know that you're meant to be with each other. Like you know that there's something that's supposed to happen with you two. But it hasn't really went past like platonic yet, you know. I kind of feel like it hasn't gone past that yet, but I do feel like they do want to like impress you, you know. So again, it could just be like a really significant relationship, but this is a soulmate reading, obviously. Yeah, there is a lot of attraction here. Like this could be like a twin flame connection, like maybe it, like, you know, it starts really fast and then it could die out. But I just feel like I don't fully see like a, you know, soulmate marriage here. But I definitely do just see like a nice long-term relationship. Like I do see something significant happening within this connection. Okay, We have 2 2s. So you might see 2 2 2 when you first meet them, like those synchronized numbers. And that's kind of saying that you're on the right path. Okay. I just kind of feel like a go with the flow type of energy with this connection. You know, like don't heavy-handedly expect like this whole elaborate happy ever after with this person, but do enjoy being with them, you know, like do enjoy being in the presence of this person and enjoy the time that you have, you know. I feel like it's very new right now, so it's not really, it's hard to fully tell like if you'll like when you get together you'll stay together and that you'll be like married and everything, but it is a long lasting connection. It is something that you've always wanted to happen, so I do feel like it is significant, and I feel like it will turn out really nice. Okay, so we have King of Swords in the reverse. This is kind of what I was saying earlier, like they're probably like, they might be a little standoffish at first, a little cold, because for themselves they're not really where they want to be in life yet, you know. Also, yeah, they could be an air sign. Okay, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. They could have Earth somewhere in their chart related to like goals and aspirations and everything, you know. And then like they could also have fire in their chart somewhere, or you could have fire in your chart, and they just want to kind of impress you. I just feel like for some people with this connection, there could be some relatively like not toxic, but like some aspects of it where someone might try to change who they are to impress the other person. Like I kind of see like, you know, if they're an earth sign or a air sign and you're like this fire sign, they're gonna try to change their ways to be with you. Now, the way how they change their ways, it could be changing themselves for the better, like, you know, like getting rid of toxic type of traits and maybe being a little more passionate towards you, because I do see like how the passion is in like there is chemistry there. You guys do get along really well, you mesh really well, it's like a nice compatibility there. But as far as passion, I feel like because they might be so absorbed in their work when they first meet you, I feel like you might kind of warm them up a little bit, okay? Yeah, you might warm them up a little bit, so that in itself is not a toxic thing. That's a good thing, you know? Always stay for the whole conclusion. But yeah, I just feel like though for some of you it might be like a trying to change who you are, and that's not good. But for others of you, it's like how they change or how you change will actually be like to make you a better person. So they might have like their moments like before they really meet you that they're kind of cold, they only really care about money, they probably didn't really have the best type of connections, that they have a really weird love language. But then like once they meet you, it does kind of kick things into gear, and they do feel the need to warm up and just be a little more passionate, because I just feel like they're just very standoffish, very cold at first. Okay, 5 of Swords in the reverse. This is like overwhelmed, giving up. Okay. Let's see. It's like, okay. So 5 of Swords in the reverse is talks about like being open to change, but it can also talk about past resentment and everything. But with the open to change card, that does make sense with what I just said. So like, yeah, they probably appear kind of cold at first, only caring about materialistic things, and you might be the type of person that's like, I don't really care about that type of stuff. I'm not like, obviously you work and you have money and you save your money and everything, but you know that money isn't everything. But they're the kind of person that's like, no, it is everything, because I want to be successful, I want to be wealthy. So I feel like you're going to be the one that kind of like, I wouldn't say changes them, but you're the one that kind of lets them see like there's more than just money, you know, there's more to life than just that. Okay, but yeah, so I feel like this will kind of trigger a change in one another. Okay, so it does feel very twin flamey in that aspect, because like you are kind of each other's catalyst for change, you know, make them grow a little bit more and not focus so much on materialistic things, because I just feel like they're really materialistic. Like, they're just all about work. And nothing wrong with wanting to work and make your money, but like when that's like the most important thing, I just feel like they've probably like lost a lot of like romantic relationships because they were always so busy with work. Like, they're just like a workaholic, and the people that they've been with are just like, okay, it's great that you want to work and everything, but like, what about me? What about us? What about this relationship? And they're just like, I'm just trying to make money. I'm trying to save money. And they're just like, I'm tired of this, you know? So for some of these people, I would not be surprised if this is like an earth sign, you know, and they could just have fire in their chart, like, you know, like maybe kind of behind closed doors, they're very passionate people, but they don't really show that right away. But you do kind of see them for who they are, and you do see this like magnetic attraction with them, and you do feel like this energy from them. But around other people, they're probably still a little cold, a little standoffish, you know, just focused on work. Like, I almost feel like they're kind of afraid to be vulnerable. They're afraid to be mushy-gushy, because like that's not really the image they like to portray, you know. Not that they're a fuckboy, but I just feel like the kind of image that they want to portray, I don't know why I'm saying portray like that, portray, is just like, I'm stable, I want to work, you know. I do feel like this is like an older person, so whether they were kind of let down in the past, like past relationships maybe broke their heart or something and kind of made them cold, made them a little jaded, a little bitter, I feel like you'll probably let them, you know, warm up again, okay? But I do see some indecision, at least in the very beginning, like, you know, do I focus on my career? Do I focus on them? Do I want to be in a relationship right now? I do, you know. And then it might be a little indecisive at first when it comes to like kind of making these changes for their own personal growth, okay? Like, they might be a little set in their ways, a little stubborn at first, okay? But I feel like they will eventually kind of come around, and it will be like a nice connection in the end. So what I am also kind of seeing is like, it could be a type of situation where like, yeah, you are together for like spurts of time, you know, because I do feel like they do work a lot. They could travel a lot, you know. I feel like they're always like on to the next project or something. Like, they could be like an entrepreneur, like a freelancer or something, so they kind of have to leave a lot to do what they have to do, or, you know, they just work in an office and they do have to go on business trips a lot. And it could, you know, it's like, I feel like it's up to you on whether or not you want that to like affect your relationship, or if you trust them in the connection and you just kind of leave it alone and just accept it for how it is, you know. But yeah, I do feel like maybe like, yeah, 1 minute you know, you guys are talking for a long period of time, you're in each other's company, you're enjoying each other's company, and then suddenly it's just like a split for a while, you know. Not necessarily like an on again off again, but just like probably a lot of distance. You probably live at a distance, like maybe they could live like an hour or so away from you, or they can live like across the country, you know. I don't think they live that far, you know, but I feel like they live far enough that it's just a little inconvenient, you know, or like they're just always worried about work and everything. They always have to travel for work, so it's just like there are very few times where you really just get to like spend time with them. But I feel like when you do come back together, you kind of pick up where you left off after they kind of get past this weird cold stage, okay? I do feel like you will warm them up a little bit, you know. Definitely feels like a nice like twin flame, because it doesn't feel like a karmic connection where it's just like kind of negative and bad. I just feel like it's a twin flame where, like, you know, it's like, it's kind of like the best of both worlds, you know. It's like sometimes you have this beautiful connection, other times you're just kind of confused and you're like, you know, what the hell, like I thought this person was the one, you know. So it's very back and forth, but there definitely is like you'll be triggering each other for change for the better. But yeah, there will be moments where you're kind of like apart from one another only because of work. And it could start off as like a friendship, and then you guys eventually are like kind of settling down and you're like, okay, we want to be together now. Or, you know, it's just like a long distance relationship. So I just see a lot of like not really being around each other all the time, but when you do get together, it's nice. And they are standoffish maybe to other people. They are standoffish at first, but something with you just kind of clicks, and you guys just have like a really nice connection. You get along, you have the same ideas, you have the same motives, the same values, whatever. And it's just like a nice connection, and the chemistry is really there, and you always feel this magnetic pull towards one another, so you want to be around each other, even if you have to work a lot and like they have to go here and there. You try to make it work, okay? So I just see a lot of like traveling and kind of going the distance and everything, but then just kind of finding your way back to one another. Okay. So yes, I mean, I'll see if I want to like pull anything else, because I feel like I got the whole thing, you know. Personality, mainly a workaholic. Again, could be an earth sign with that. They are a little standoffish at first, probably had their heart broken before. You're kind of going to warm them up. Could be a long distance relationship. They could be traveling a lot. So it's kind of hard to sustain the relationship, but you guys find a way to make it work. And let's see. I'll pull like a couple more cards, just kind of sum up the reading, okay? So thank you, Spirit. So for pile number 1, what else can we learn about this connection? What else can we learn about this soul connection with pile number 1, their soulmate? Like how it will play out, how the connection will play out. The High Priestess, this didn't flip over, it was kind of already like that. But I feel like there will be some type of knowing, you know? Like you will kind of feel this connection with them because of that chemistry. Yeah, 6 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I do feel like this definitely is like a past life type of connection. And yeah, you guys will go periods of time when you're not around each other, and you will miss each other a lot and really feel that presence and be like, I want to be with this person now, which probably will kind of make you guys come to a compromise and settle down. Definitely feel like they could be a Virgo. Someone could be a Virgo here because the Knight of Pentacles. But yeah, they are someone who's like, they really are so strategic with everything. Like they plan everything out, okay? Like, so it's like, it's kind of like whatever they're kind of doing in the long run for the both of you. Or in general, they're that type of person that's like, I want to be established so that whoever my future spouse is, I want to be established for them and be able to provide for them. Like they want to be a provider. So it might be like a really long time before you guys get to like the next level of commitment, you know? Whether that means like you're dating for a long time and it's kind of like, you know, back and forth, on again, off again, and then eventually you get engaged, you know? Or if it's like you're friends and you get along really well and you do love being in each other's presence, but it takes a while before they like really open up fully and admit that they have feelings for you, like that type of thing. I feel like they're just kind of slow. But like, I feel like you're just kind of patient, like you're kind of just chilling. Okay? Yeah, I do feel like they've had heartbreak before. I am seeing someone's a Leo. But yeah, like they have had heartbreak before, so that probably is why they kind of just like at the time swore off relationships for a while and just focused on work, and then they meet you and they're just like, oh no, I have feelings now, you know? And they're like, I don't know how I feel about this. And with the Strength card in the reverse, yeah, there's like self-doubt, lack of self-discipline. So yeah, I just feel like that they just feel like they have to prove themselves to you. So there's going to be like maybe some self-esteem issues with them, which makes them want to change for the better. So yeah, it definitely feels like a twin flame connection, just like you'll be like the catalyst to their awakening and them for you. Okay, so thank you, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, comment, let me know how well that resonated. Let me know if you feel that you know this person already. Let me know how close it was or how not close it was, whatever. I just want to know your feedback. And also your sign, whatever. And if you want a personal reading, just reach out to me, okay? Ow, I touched the salt lamp and kind of burned my hand a little bit. That's fun. So, pile number 2. The Evil Eye bracelet. Who is your soulmate? Two of Swords. Ace of Wands. King of Cups. Some of you could be male. Or just having very masculine traits. Two of Cups. That's a nice card to get. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Cups in the reverse. Ooh. Queen of Swords. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Past life relationship in the reverse. Codependency. Stay optimistic about your love life. So, all right. Wait for them to go in their room. Cool. I don't want like my mom and stepdad think I'm talking to myself because I'm doing this reading. So I just like wait for them to go back in the room. Okay. So some of y'all probably talk to yourselves. So, for one, I feel like when this connection happens, they probably are going to put you in a third party situation, which it sucks. We hate that. We don't like that, but things happen. Because it is saying stay optimistic about your love life. I feel like they could be with a karmic right now, or they get into a karmic relationship soon after you guys meet with this past life relationship in the reverse, because this is the soulmate reading for you. So obviously, no matter what, it is a soulmate connection. But in the reverse, I kind of feel like there's an interference with it where they're going to be with someone else first. Like they are going to, if they aren't already, in a relationship, a karmic relationship with someone else, and it's just like a third party situation, and I feel like they're going to be really indecisive. I'm seeing a lot of indecision here, but I'm also seeing 222. So don't worry, you are on the right path with the situation, and that's probably like 2 is probably like a life path number for you. It's probably a number that you do like to see a lot. What else is number 2? I'm thinking like for the major arcana, number 2 is the High Priestess. Could be like psychic. Just the number 2, the significance somehow. But yeah, so obviously the way how the cards come out are different for every single deck, because when I looked at this card in the last reading on this side, I feel like it was good. It was like they came to a decision, whatever. But I feel like for this deck, this decision that they come to, I feel like they'll make some decision to, put you in a third party situation at first, because I feel like they're kind of afraid of what they really want, what they really want to be in. And like, something about the connection might kind of scare them at first. I don't think that you're the karmic. I just think they're gonna put you in a third party situation. They will be with the karmic. So yeah, I feel like there's some runner and chaser dynamic here. It does feel a little twin flamey. But let's see. This either could have been in the past position, like in the past they made a decision, but it wasn't really the best decision to make, Like they were kind of indecisive on what they wanted to do with you and all that. We have the Ace of Wands twice. Okay. Where I feel like this could be you, like you could be like masculine, or you could be a male, you could have masculine, just like things in your chart. This person could be bisexual. Like they could like, but yeah, duh. They could like both guys and girls. Cause look at that. Look at those swords. It's like a pink sword and a black sword. Black sword. Oh my god, pink sword and a blue sword. So yeah, they could be bisexual, and they could be like, they could currently be with a girl, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I thought Aries, so some of you could be Aries or have Aries in your chart somewhere, or this other person could have Aries in their chart. They could be an Aries, because when I read that, Aries just kind of came into my head. But there is fire here. So, let's see. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is kind of like the phallic symbol, you know? Like, oh God, I don't want to say this, but okay. I kind of feel like if you're a guy and this person is a guy, or you could be a guy, they could be a girl, and they're kind of choosing between you and another female, you know? I just feel like this is like a bisexual person. I kind of feel, I don't want to say it, I kind of feel like you might be like the top and they could be the bottom, you know? Like they could be more like the femme and you could be more like the masculine energy. Obviously for some of you. Okay. Otherwise, I just feel like regardless of what your gender is, I feel like you know exactly what you want out of this connection, but they're just kind of indecisive. They don't really know who they want to be with yet. So yeah, they put you in a third party. So it could be like you guys had just met each other and you do like them and you do feel something for them, but then they suddenly are in a relationship with someone else. But it is saying stay optimistic. So I feel like it will work out fine, because this is a soulmate reading for you. I feel like it will work out fine, but as of right now, just kind of power through this whole third party connection, okay? So yeah, with this, I kind of feel like for some who, if this person is a guy, I feel like they follow their head and not their heart, you know? Like they follow, you know, their dick. And yeah, they kind of just jump into that other relationship just for the sake of like attraction, because, you know, because I feel like they could see a more romantic connection with you, like this whole Two of Cups right here. But I feel like they aren't really ready yet to settle down when you first meet them, so they kind of just impulsively just get into a relationship with someone else, or it's more like a fling type of situation. Like they do it, but then it kind of just causes disaster, you know? Like they just could make very impulsive decisions just based off of attraction, you know? I feel like they could be the one that's like, you know, more sexual, you know, more experienced maybe. Some of you could be like virgins or something, but they're like more experienced than you. And maybe like you have to kind of tell them like, I don't want that like right now. I don't want that. I want like a real relationship. I want like a real connection, you know, because you really do feel something for them. But they are kind of in like a fuckboy energy, fuck girl energy, and like you kind of have to be like, all right, well, whatever. If you don't, you know, if you don't want to be, anyways, I just feel like they're sending a lot of mixed signals at first, you know, a lot of mixed signals, and I feel like it's gonna kind of drive you insane. Like you're probably like on like your 20th pick a card reading today, just trying to like wonder like what is going on with this person. But for them, I feel like they could have like a sex addiction. Like they could be the type of person like they just love being with people, but not really like full commitment yet. Like they're kind of closed off in that way, you know, for right now, unfortunately. But yeah, like they just put you in a third party situation because they're not really done to let go of their life of swinging, I guess. Like they're not really done to let go of that life, but they I feel like they do see like maybe you kind of being the end all be all. They do have like romantic feelings for you, but I just burped confirmation. But yeah, like they could have like romantic feelings for you, but they're like, it's like that kind of annoying thing where it's like this connection is so strong that it scares me, and they just get into a relationship or, you know, hook up with other people first because they're just like, yeah, I can see myself with this person, but not right now, not yet. Because once I'm with this person, I will be with them for a very, very long time. I'm going to end up with them. I'm not ready if I want to give up my life of being single yet, so let me just do other things. But it kind of messes them up, because it's like, you know, easily you guys could have been together, but because they just want to kind of mess around, you know, it just kind of leaves you just sitting here like, yo, what the hell? So Spirit is saying to stay optimistic about your love life and just manifest it, and just be like, you know, they'll come in. And while, you know, I feel like for some of you, like, you know, you're very loyal, very faithful, and you're probably just like, oh, well, but I do feel this person's my soulmate, so I don't want to date anyone else, you know, even if they are. But it's kind of unfair, because it's like, if they're dating other people, who says you can't have a little fun yourself? You know, like, you can test out the waters, you can date, you know, get a dating app, whatever, talk to people. Don't force it, but if you want to do that, there's nothing wrong with that, because this person's, it looks like they're dating other people. And if you're like positive that you know exactly who this person is, because I really feel like this is a very present energy. If you're positive, you know exactly who this person is, and you're like, there's no way they're in a third party relationship, pick another pile, because that is what I'm seeing. That is what I'm seeing. You know? Like, I really just feel like, you know, they, like, either that, or like, just, yeah, like, they're with someone right now. It's like when you met them, they were with somebody else, and maybe that kind of affects their love language right now, and they're just like, you know, like, maybe they're with someone who they thought was their soulmate, and it wasn't, and they got their heart broken, so they basically were like, okay, well, let me just do hookups. I don't really want to, you know, because people do that, you know, like they could be in a relationship for a really long time, but then, like, they break up, they get their heart broken, so they're just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna be a player now, because I got played myself, so I don't care. It's just like a weird coping mechanism people do. So, you know, it's like, I don't think this person's like cheating on you. I don't think you guys are even together. I just think it's like, you know, you like them, you do feel there's a connection there, you're being more faithful, more loyal, you know this person's your soulmate, you know you're meant to be together. But this person, whether they know it or not, they probably do know it, but they're not ready yet, so they're just kind of with other people, or they're with someone else, and then they kind of realize, I should be with this person, but they don't really have the heart to just break it off with that other person. Okay, take it how it resonates, you know. But yeah, because like, this is the Three of Cups in the reverse. Three of Cups in the reverse, it's the third party, it's the affair card. So it's like they could be talking to you, and while they're dating someone else, or it could be like an open relationship type of thing, where it's like, you're not official, so like they're still, you know, they're sleeping with other people, they are with other people, they want to be with other people, and you're just kind of staying loyal and faithful, because you know that it's like a real connection, like, you know it's real, so you're just kind of waiting. But I feel like because you're waiting so much, because that codependent energy, it's kind of just like making you a little upset, because while you're being loyal and faithful, they're kind of not. And again, I don't really think that they're cheating on you. I don't think you guys are really together yet, but you're talking, and you know, like they still are talking to you while they're with someone else right now, or while they're hooking up with other people. Like, they haven't really committed to you yet. So it could be one of those things where it's kind of like, oh, my man who's not my man is, you know, like, you know that you're not really together yet, but you do feel like you're supposed to be together. So even if you're not in a relationship, knowing that they're dating other people, hooking up with other people, it kind of makes you mad, because like, a part of you in the back of your mind is like, oh my god, they're cheating on me. But it's like, you're not actually together, you just feel like they are. You feel like they're cheating on you, because you're just like, excuse me, man who's not my man, why are you with this other person? You know. But yeah, I just feel like this person could just be bisexual. Again, could be a bisexual female, or a feminine kind of guy who, you know, likes you and this other girl, you know. You could be the top, they could be the bottom. God, it's like, I don't want to say that, because like, I feel like that's not my place to say that, you know. Like, that annoys me. Like on Twitter, people like try so hard to like be a part of like gay culture, and that's not their culture, and they're like, oh my god, top, like it's like a girl just calls her boyfriend her top, and it's like, that's not how that works. But whatever, you know. I just don't want to offend anybody saying that, but I'm just trying to get the point across that like, you could be like the, you know, let's just say the more dominant, okay? Yeah, you could be the more dominant energy, they could be the more submissive energy, you know, in the relationship, in bed, whatever. And yeah, I really just feel like this person's bisexual. Like, I really feel like this person's bisexual. Getting that really strongly in this reading. So yeah, they're just deciding between you and another girl. I really feel like this is a reading for the guys, you know? Doesn't have to be, but I feel like it probably is, you know? But yeah, like, they're just kind of juggling because, like, they like you and this other person. They could be, like, polyamorous too. They just don't know yet what they want. But I feel like you guys do have the soul connection, but I feel like the other person they're with, they could also have a lower level soul connection. Like yeah, you guys are like soulmates, twin flames, and this other person is kind of like their karmic. So they just have to go through this karmic cycle first, and then they'll realize what they really want. And then you guys will come back together, because it does say stay optimistic. So I just feel like for now it's probably like a bummer, and you're just like, oh my god, they're with someone else. But I feel like in the end it will work out fine for you, because again, this is your soulmate reading. Obviously this is your soulmate, this is your divine counterpart. But yeah, they are putting you in a karmic situation right now, you know? Or maybe they have in the past, and it's like, you know, they're still hung up on an ex, and they're, you know, I'm going to clarify this actually, because I don't want to give you tuned messages. Obviously, this is a general reading, so everyone watching this, all of your energies are kind of just jumping in back and forth, like, no, they're not dating, no. Okay. Go stalk them on social media and check yourself. But, like, I just feel like either they're sleeping around with other people, or they're literally dating someone else right now, and they like you and them, and they're trying to decide who they want, or they're hung up on a past relationship, so they don't really know yet how to move forward with you, so they're kind of just trying to avoid it right now, and they're being a little flighty right now, okay? However that resonates. I will clarify this, though, because I want to get more of a clear answer, but there's probably at least 3 different energies with this reading right now, okay? In more ways than one. Third party, 3 different groups of people watching this, like, again, however the situation, however the scenario is for you. Okay, so let's clarify it. Oh, but with the, because I didn't really look at that, the Ace of Wands in the reverse down there, I feel like they're probably not even really that attracted to that person. The person that they're with, like the third party, they're probably not even really attracted to them, but they're just with them because of some codependency. They're with them because they probably, I don't know, maybe they know that it's a karmic relationship, and then they know that they have to kind of like just deal with it and just kind of live it out first before they officially get with you. But I kind of feel like the attraction is kind of dying out. It's probably more of just like a meaningless sexual type of relationship, you know, but they're just not ready to settle down yet, you know, so they're kind of just with them. But I don't really think that, I feel like they more have feelings for you, not really for this other person. Okay. Yeah, so thank you, Spirit. So for pile number 2 with their soulmate, their twin flame, let's just kind of clarify this third party situation real quick. Okay, still some indecision. I just feel like the connection's moving very slowly because they're so indecisive about it, okay? They, yeah, definitely could be about, like, past hurt. Actually, no, because this is in the reverse. It's kind of like being open for forgiveness. So I feel like either you have just like a really big heart and you forgive this person, because I feel like you guys aren't together, so it's not as if they're cheating on you, but you are a little annoyed that they're with other people. But I feel like when they kind of come back to you, you will forgive them, you know, and you will take them back or be with them in general. I don't know why I'm shuffling more cards right now. 7 of Swords in the reverse. I feel like they won't be able to hide from their feelings much longer. That's kind of what I'm getting with that 7 of Swords right there. This is mental challenges and breaking free. So yeah, I feel like they will soon come to a decision. They're just being a little iffy right now, but they will eventually come to that decision because they're just being a little weird right now. They're being a little flighty, but they will decide, okay, I want to be with this person. I'm not attracted to that person anymore. Why am I even bothering being with that other person? I want to be with you, you know? And Eight of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Wands talks about travel, so I feel like they're probably going to stop running from this connection. Like, I feel like there's like the chaser-runner type of thing. Although, I really feel you're more like, oh, just let it go. Just leave it to divine, whatever. So you're not necessarily chasing them, but in the past, you were the chaser. You are the person to kind of make the first move. You knew all along that you like this person. You want something with this person. So they were kind of running away because they weren't really ready yet. But I feel like soon they will eventually be like, okay, you know, they will break free from this weird third party that they're putting you in. And because I just see it as being like an unfair thing. It's like, why are you going to be in a relationship or be hooking up with someone you're not even attracted to? For what? You could be with your soulmate. Why are you wasting your time with this other person? Like, stop thinking with your head and think with your heart, you know? So yeah, I just feel like this person is just like, but yeah, they are coming to a decision soon. They are breaking free from this situation that they're in, and I feel like they're gonna stop running away from you, and they're just gonna kind of, I feel like they probably were just too fast and they just went all over the place. That they're gonna stop. They're just gonna kind of settle in one place and be with you. Okay, but while this whole connection is happening, again, like, you know, it's very admirable that you're being very loyal. You know, I'm doing the same thing. It's nice to be loyal and be like, no, I know exactly who I want to be with. Why force a relationship? Why be with someone when I know I don't see myself with them? But, like, I don't know. If it's a casual thing, like if there's another person you're kind of attracted to and maybe they ask you on a date or something, you know, don't be too hesitant to say no while this other person's kind of screwing with other people. Like, you know, you deserve to have a little bit of fun yourself. Don't, you know, like, you're not married to this person yet, you know, so, you know, don't think it's like immoral or whatever. Like, no, you can do what you want, because this person, I feel like, is just kind of yanking your chain right now, you know. So thank you, pal number 2. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, comment down below, let me know how it resonated. Email me for a personal reading if you want to look more into it, especially with that reading. Please get a personal, because there were just a lot of different energies with that reading, but it does feel like a karmic that they were with a third party. But yeah, please do get a personal reading if you chose pile number 2, because it was a lot. I know it's the holidays, so we're all broke right now, but whatever, we can negotiate it. Just let me know. Let me know what you want to do. Anyway, so pile number 3. Who's your soulmate? What kind of soulmate connection is this? You have the Temperance. You have the 4 of Wands. The 7 of Cups. Strength. Okay, Sagittarius, Leo. Ace of Swords, Judgment, 7 of Wands, the Hermit in the reverse, that's Virgo. Unrequited love in the reverse, forgiving and learning, and playfulness. Okay. So, it's funny because, like, in love readings, the Temperance card is about mutual attraction, and this is unrequited love in the reverse, so I feel like someone probably thinks it's unrequited, you know? I feel like you probably already know this person, and it's just like a really back and forth confusion, and you're just like, does this person like me or not? I'm so confused, whatever. Do I cheat? Do I look in the book? Actually, you know what's funny? Look how, like, the Temperance is, like, in the distance, it's like these little pillars, and then you have the pillars right here with the 4 of Wands. That's funny. That is funny. Is it a coincidence? Hell no, it's not. It's not a coincidence. Nothing's a coincidence. That was on purpose. But yes, let's see. I see a lot of patience and willpower right now with this connection. Like, it's probably one of those things where, like, you're both fully aware of who you are to one another, but no one's saying anything. Typical. I feel like there's a lot of confusion with this connection right now. Like, confusion, but like more with like probably at nighttime when you kind of let your feelings get the best of you. There's a lot of confusion because down here we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Judgment card, you know, we have the Four of Wands, the Strength card. Like, it does look like a really positive situation with this union, but I do feel like there's a lot of like weird confusion. Like, you know, you probably stay up late at night and you think about the connection, and then you think, am I in over my head? Am I going crazy? Does this person actually like me? Am I hallucinating? Am I imagining this whole situation? Like, what's going on, you know? God damn it, I do want to look at that card. It's always one of the decks. I want the entire time not looking at the book. So the Temperance for the other side. Come on. Okay. So from this viewpoint, you are looking toward the Hangman's gallows. Okay, so the angel stands between you and the gallows, red wings spread wide. The eagle, the lion, the angel all seem to be preventing you, or at least cautioning you from undertaking an act of sacrifice. This is not the time to surrender your ego to a higher cause. This is not the time to surrender your ego to a higher cause. Sorry. Interesting. So, not the time to surrender your ego to a higher cause. I feel like you probably have gone through a lot of weird back and forth with this person, okay? Does feel like it could be the combination of twin flame and higher level soulmate. Like, there are some twin flame aspects at times. I feel like there's a lot of like a lot of ego right now. Like, you're probably both not fully admitting your feelings, and I feel like there are a lot of feelings here. Like, you're very much like, keep quiet. This kind of reminds me of pile one from yesterday, actually. I'm seeing Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo as the signs. We also have, yeah, air, fire signs. Let's see. Also, was this 7, 8? This is number 16. 7. Oh no, 14. 5. 5, 4, 7, 8. Whatever. Roman numbers are weird. Anyway. So, yeah, I feel like you're probably like not talking to this person right now. There's probably something that like that needs to be forgiven, okay? Whether they in the past put you in some type of third party or like whatever. I just feel like there's probably a lot of ego and pride with the situation, a lot of not talking, a lot of confusion with one another, and just keeping quiet for the time being. You probably were the person that like and I do feel like you know this person already, but you could have in the past been the one to always talk to them first. You know, you always made the first move, whatever, and you're probably going a really long time without talking to each other, and I feel like spirit is just telling you, keep that energy. No. If you stop talking to them, they're probably just like, okay, just take a break, let them come back to you. They still have some growing to do right now, okay? You probably triggered an awakening within each other, like great twin flame. And I feel like you probably think or you thought there was unrequited love in the past because it's in the reverse. okay? Maybe they think you don't like them, because again, I do feel like if you're the one that always talked to them first and then you kind of stopped, you know, maybe they're the type of person, like, they just kind of wanted to be chased by you, and you kind of just were like, I'm not doing that anymore. So they're like, oh, does this person like me anymore? What's going on? You know, so I feel like that probably left them confused, okay? Usually this is the querent, so, but I feel like there could be some mirroring with this. So it's like, there's a point where you were confused about this connection, and then you were like, fuck it, I'm not gonna talk to them anymore. I'm just gonna let them figure out what they even want. And then they were confused. Maybe both of you, like, you know, you felt this connection, it triggered an awakening, but you both are kind of weird when it comes to relationships, and neither one of you really knew what you wanted. So I feel like it was very playful, okay? Like, you guys just had like a kind of fun type of thing going on when you first, you know, probably just talking. It probably was more of like a attraction, like a physical attraction at first, and you're talking, and then maybe at one point someone just kind of caught feelings, and then you guys just kind of stopped talking to each other because you didn't really know yet what you wanted. Because I feel like I feel like it was very sudden. The attraction just kind of happened out of nowhere, but I do feel like you probably were in separation because someone had to kind of grow, because forgiving and learning. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So it probably could have like brought up a lot of karmic things in both of your lives, you know? So there probably was like a little separation that happened with the two of you. Like a lot of soul searching, maybe with them. Okay, they could be a Virgo. You could have Sagittarius somewhere in your chart. I'm seeing like communication, okay? Because what else? Just under here. I think Sagittarius' ruling planet is Mercury, I believe, and Mercury is communication. No. Well, Virgo is Mercury. Okay, well, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, okay? I grow. So I feel like with this situation, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of growing that had to be done in this connection. Kind of just took a break from one another while you were like, basically like, okay, well, figure out what you want, and until then, I'm not gonna talk to you, I'm not gonna do anything, because you clearly don't know what you want with that hanged man down there. It's like, you don't know what you want, so I'm not gonna waste my time trying to talk to you. I'm gonna do my own thing, I'm gonna grow, and I feel that will make the connection stronger, because I do feel like this could be like a future spouse, okay? Like, the other cards didn't have like a full clear answer, but the Four of Wands is marriage. Like this person is your future husband, future wife, whatever, future spouse. So I feel like you did what you had to do, you know? You did what you had to do. I feel like when you guys met, there was like love at first sight, okay, with the Judgment card. But it was like a very sudden attraction. It probably kind of scared them a little bit. So I feel like because you both had this attraction for one another, or maybe one person felt it a little bit more, maybe they did more than you did, but they just kind of acted like they didn't like you like that, you know? Like they probably got love at first sight. So they weren't sure if you liked them or not. They thought it was unrequited love, especially when you probably stopped talking to them and just kind of left them alone. So it kind of just left them confused, and it left you confused, and you're just like, what am I gonna do with this connection? What's going on with this connection? I'm just confused. There's just a lot of confusion with this deck. Because I feel like you know exactly who this person is. They know who you are. Like I feel like you both are aware that you are each other's like soulmate, twin flame. That you do have a spiritual connection with this Judgment card. Probably knew at the moment you saw each other, you were probably talking, and then realized you had like this type of connection, but someone kind of got scared away, Or again, you were probably tired of making the first move, so you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna leave them alone right now. This also could be their energy with like not releasing their ego to a higher cause. Like, they don't want to surrender this yet to the divine. Like, I feel like that they're really holding back right now. Like, they don't want to admit their feelings yet because they are afraid of what you might say. And I feel like probably a lot of time has passed with this situation. Okay, we do have like 4 major arcana cards, you know, like there is something with the divine, but I feel like this is them. Like, they really just are resisting right now regarding this connection because they don't want to be like rejected. Okay, I feel like there are plenty of options that you have, plenty of like options at your disposal to talk to this person, to contact this person, but yeah, you're confused, you don't want to do anything. You probably have a lot of options regarding other people, but you're kind of just sitting there still because you're just like, I don't really want to date anybody else. I like this person, but I don't know if they like me. Like, you know, they could be like kind of dating around, but it's not as significant as like the other pile was. Maybe they did in the past. But I feel like, I feel like maybe they could be very like protective over you. Like, you know, like they could have like friends or something that also find you attractive, or maybe, you know, you're just an attractive person and they know this, and maybe when other people like talk about you or something, they're just like, hey, she's mine, you know, like don't talk about it like that, like she's mine, you know, like just very possessive. And you may or may not like that, you know. You're just like, I'm not yours, I'm not anybody's, but at the same time you're just like, oh, you know, this person likes me. But I just feel like they really just, it's like they're very barky around other people, but when it comes to you, you're just like, do you like me or not? Like, what's going on? Okay, I feel like they feel there's a lot of competition here. Okay, because yeah, like here's what I'm saying. Okay, the 7 and the 7, I feel like that correlates with one another. So like, they probably see it this way, where it's like, you know, because this is like having a lot of options, you know, a lot of things that you can do, a lot of other people that are into you, whatever. They probably see it as you have so many options, and that's probably why you stopped talking to them. It's probably why you left them alone. But in reality, you're not paying attention to any of that. I don't know if you can see that. It's like it's the person's face and their eyes are completely white, like white out, and their mouth is just kind of gaped open, and it looks really creepy. It's a really creepy picture. But I kind of feel like you're kind of in a trance when it comes to this connection. Like, there are other people around you that are probably attracted to you too. You probably attract a lot of people. I'm seeing that too with this person, the Strength card, but you're not really paying attention to anybody. I feel like you kind of have tunnel vision. You're only interested in this person. You know, they are your soulmate, your future spouse. You're only interested in this person, but they see you as being like, you know, this really desirable person that everybody wants, and you could easily walk out of their life whenever you wanted to, you know. So I feel like there's just a lot of miscommunication here. Okay. But like when you first met, though, there was like a spark. Like, you just kind of felt like this was the one. Okay. And it probably was the catalyst to their awakening. So they kind of just like are going within right now. So you're not really talking right now. Okay. Like, there's just a lot of willpower with this connection. Like, you know, you guys both are just really just kind of standing your guard right now. Like, you're not saying anything to each other. But I feel like they're probably about to come back to you. Like, they're about to come back to you and be like, sorry for giving you the cold shoulder at first. Sorry for confusing you or whatever. Like, sorry for how things went at the time. you know, and be like, I do want to be with you, I do want to talk to you, whatever. So I feel like you will forgive them. Like, I feel like they are hoping that you'll kind of let go of the past and be with them, because, yeah, if at first they were, like, very, like, basically talking about you with to other people and how much they like you, but not really telling you, so you're just, like, you know, because it's just, like, some ego thing. Like, they just don't want, like, they kind of want to hold on to their ego, so they didn't want to admit they had feelings for you, so they never said anything. But I feel like when they come back around, they're going to be like, okay, look, I do like you. Sorry if that wasn't clear. Sorry, you know, sorry if I was confusing you. Sorry if I was driving you insane. Can you forgive me? And then just, you know, see if you guys can get back together, okay? But I do feel like definitely when it first started off, when you first met this person, you probably like did talk. You probably made the first move, like I said, because it's kind of under the temperance right here. You probably did talk to them first, and you, you know, you made the first move, and it was like a playful conversation, but then eventually you caught feelings, they caught feelings, and then things just kind of got weird afterwards. So I feel like they kind of went back into their shell, and you were just like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna sit back. I'm not gonna make the first move anymore, because every time I try talking to them, they ignore me. I'm just gonna sit back, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna let things fall how they will and just leave it alone for now, because if they don't know what they want, okay, whatever, but I'm not gonna drive myself crazy regarding this connection, you know? Look, I just feel like it's very much like that. Okay? Because I feel like these cards are clarifying these cards up here, okay? So yeah. There are ego issues, and you're like, okay, if you're gonna have a big ego, then fine, I'll just sit here, I'll just be sitting pretty, I'm not gonna talk to you, I'm not gonna make the first move anymore, because now you're getting too much of an ego. But when you first saw each other, you kind of had this feeling that you're meant to be with each other, okay? You could have a lot of options, you potentially have a lot of options. A lot of people are into you, they make you a little jealous about that, they feel like there's a lot of competition with them, and adversely, you probably feel like there's a lot of competition to get them as well. Like, you're probably both very attractive people, and you're probably both really attractive people, so you feel like they have a lot of options, and they feel like you have a lot of options, so there's just a lot of jealousy back and forth, like, oh my god, why is everyone after my girl? Why is everyone after my guy? Like, why is everyone after this person I like? You know? And I just feel like maybe just a lot of stubbornness happening, either with them or with you or both of you. Just like very stubborn, just not talking to one another, okay? I just feel like a lot went down. Like a lot of confusion where you were like, oh my god, it was like the most simple attraction at first, then I started catching feelings, then I didn't know what to do, then I left them alone because I didn't want to seem foolish talking to this person and they didn't like me back, you know. I don't want to flirt with this person if they don't like me back, like a little bit of an egotistical thing. Like, nope, if it's unrequited, I'm not chasing them. I don't want them making me feel like they're out of my league, so I'm gonna stop talking to them, you know. Just like a lot of stubborn energy, but that kind of caused both of you to kind of go into your shell, look at your own selves, look at what you both do, you know, and then you'll probably come in and kind of like forgive each other and learn from your past, learn from the mistakes, learn why this connection kind of went south for the meantime. And then I feel like when you guys come back together, you might kind of start off as friends, and then you eventually do, you know, get a little more romantic as time goes on. But at the moment, it's just like a lot of confusion and a lot of ego kind of getting in the way. I feel like it's just a lot of ego here. Like, I feel like you have come a long way with this connection and this person. I will pull some clarifier cards to kind of wrap this up, but like, I feel like, yeah, it did trigger an awakening. You have come a long way, but I do feel like the ego, like the third dimension, your third dimension, lower vibrational self still interferes with this connection for both of you, not just for you, but for both of you. So it's just like this, oh, I don't want to be the one to talk to them first because they left me hanging, they ghosted me, whatever. So I don't want to be the one to make the first move. I want to wait for them to make the first move. And it's just like a lot of ego happening because no one wants to no one wants to cave first, basically. My nose is itching so much. Like, oh, this whole reading, my nose has been itching. Like, you can't see me off screen, but I've been scratching my nose, like, the outside of my nose. I've been scratching my nose, like, this whole time, because I'm like, why is my nose itching so much? Maybe, like, I don't know. Maybe there's just a lot of people that are kind of involved in all of these connections. Like, a lot of really nosy friends that know everything about this connection. All right. So thank you, Spirit. Pile number 3, the chakra bracelet. What else can we know about this? For pile number 3, soulmate connection. What question do I want to ask here? Like, I don't know, when can they, like, really find their way back to each other, let go of this ego, talk to each other again? I kind of feel like this connection will be very stubborn for a while until one person feels like they lost the other, you know? Like, I feel like because the unrequited love, like, someone in this connection, like, they are afraid that it's over. They feel like they lost you. They feel like nothing's gonna happen. They feel like they can't go forward anymore because they probably are like, I messed up. This person's not gonna forgive me. It's kind of sad because it's just like, it's like this person just feels like it's over. They feel like they waited too long, like they missed their chance, you know. So hopefully things do work out with you both. But like, yeah, there is this fear of the unknown with the 2 of Wands in the reverse. Like, they're just afraid. They're afraid that they messed up. They're afraid that they lost you forever, basically. Okay? But I feel like, because the question was, like, when will you guys come back together? I mean, I don't know. I feel like there'll be a certain point where they're like, I don't want to be so stubborn anymore, because I feel like if I hold off and refuse to talk to them any longer, I'm going to lose them for good. So I feel like that might make them actually talk to you again, because they really feel like they lost something here. I'm also kind of seeing this talks about betrayal. So like, maybe, I don't know, maybe if they see you with someone else, like if there's someone else you're interested in, you know, don't do it on purpose to like make them jealous. That's annoying. But like, I don't know, if they see you with someone else, or with the whole backstab, maybe a friend of theirs also likes you. Maybe if they see you with a friend of theirs, they'll feel very backstabbed, and they'll be like, oh, I can't stand seeing you with someone else, you know, because up till now you probably have been single this whole time, never really been in a relationship, so that they kind of thought that they could easily get with you whenever they wanted to. But then when you kind of just step back, they're just like, do they like me anymore? Like, what's going on? You know, what's happening? But I feel like if they saw you with someone else, they would be so devastated that they would just, like, I don't know, they'll kind of rush in and try to home wreck you. Like, they'll just come in and be like, no, I cannot stand seeing you with someone else. I want you to be with me. And then they'll probably just, like, you know, talk to you. Let me put one more. So, like, I'll kind of keep that off the side because I didn't really ask the question yet. Yeah, so thank you, Spirit. So for pile number 3, with this whole soulmate connection, like, what's happening currently in this connection? Like, when can they expect to kind of get back together? The fuck? Okay. 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 Yes, they probably did date someone in the past, or it was just one of those things where, like, yeah, they had a karmic partner in the past before they met you, which that is a common thing that happens. They had a karmic in the past, they got their heart broken, they were probably hung up on their ex when you guys first started talking, whatever, so that probably drove them away. It made them afraid to talk to you, whatever. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I just see, like, if you haven't been talking in a while, you're probably going to start talking soon, and I feel like it might escalate really fast. Like, all the feelings will just kind of come pouring out after such a long time of just being quiet and being stubborn. You're going to actually talk to each other finally, because yeah, they are afraid that they're going to lose you. And with the heart-to-heart conversation in the reverse, I kind of feel like, I just feel like this is just saying it hasn't happened yet, but it will, you know? Like, it hasn't happened yet, but it will. Like, they're probably just gonna kind of come back out of nowhere. And I think I said this with you guys. I said, like, you'll probably start off as friends first, because I was getting that even when watching other readings, other channels. It was kind of just like this same kind of energy, where, like, you'll probably start off as friends first, or so you think, you know, you're just kind of talking, you're just kind of chilling, you're hanging out, whatever, and then maybe eventually, like, they will admit their feelings. But I feel like they're just really hesitant, so they're not gonna just walk up to you and be like, oh my god, I love you. But they're just gonna, like, they're gonna kind of come back in your life slowly and form a friendship with you, because you probably haven't talked to each other in a really long time. They're gonna come back, they're gonna talk to you, they want to, like, establish some type of, like, you know, stable connection, like a nice friendship with you first, and then eventually they will talk to you, and you guys will have, like, a nice a long conversation about your feelings for one another. And then it could just go right into a relationship. Like, I feel like just as you guys, you know, as you guys talk to each other more and more, you'll become friends again, you know, whatever, friends again. Then next thing you know, you'll start dating, and then, you know, then you'll be, like, you know, saying you love each other, moving in with each other, getting engaged, all that stuff, you know. Like, it would just, I feel like once they kind of come back into your life after such a long separation, and you guys really are in each other's company, you'll just recapture that romance, and it will move very swiftly, you know? Because I feel like they did have to release their ex in the past. I feel like they already have. So it's just a matter of facing their fears and talking to you. Okay? So yeah, I'm gonna scratch my nose. Pile number 3, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Let me know in the comments how well it resonated for you. I love reading your comments. Get a personal reading if you want to. That will also be in my description below. I hope you guys have a good one. And it's the night before New Year's Eve as I'm recording this, so Happy New Year. I'll probably post more after New Year's. Bye.